for this great session. I would like to tell you that this session is registered by more than 100 people, not only teachers, HODs, here the most of the professionals and students also. Today we are having a wonderful speaker with us. This speaker achieved a lot of in this a very short period of time. Uh, so I am very happy that we are always getting more from our speakers. So here, firstly, I will welcome to Miss Prachi Madam and Joshua Christian sir. So first of all, Prachi ma'am is an award winner, entrepreneur, lighting designer, international educator, translator winner. She has established herself as one of the foremost experts in the digital economy and how the fourth industrial revolution is transforming the global workplace, empowering technocrats and accelerating government reforms across the globe. She is a member of ISA, ISLE. She is experienced system integrated with building electrical architecture, a demonstrated history of working in a special and electronic manufacturing industry, professional with more than a decade qualitative experience in the lighting design, applications, home automation, building automation, project execution and training. And she is the founder member of Skylab Automation. So another, our second speaker is Mr. Joshua Christian. I welcome you, sir, to join us for a conversation. Mr. Joshua Christian is the founder and chairman at USA Ventures, USA, Florida, with vast industry experience covering early stage to the late stage growth opportunities, primarily in digital business. In this in his he will discuss about his live experience with global and national clients and institutions. He is accused of being a disruptive thought leader in the conscious capital movement. He have positioned multiple companies strongly in their markets and have created sustainable jobs in three countries. He have impacted many business that need clarify the vision, the capital, infrastructure, distribution, branding, and development. He break out on guerrilla marketing, especially digital, creating blue ocean strategies, simply solving complex problems and mostly serving people with passion for doing good. His experience is very large from April 2005 to present, that is about 15 years, 6 months. He is a secretary, Glorious Gibson Ministries Limited, as well as he is the chief executive officer at ADT USA Limited Liability Company. So I welcome to both the speakers from our institutions, and also I will tell that this session is very great and it will add information or useful information in your life. Thank you. Thank you, and second time welcome to all. After that, this session can be hand over towards Ms. Prachi ma'am. Please ma'am, continue the session.
First of all, thank you so much for giving an opportunity. Today we have wonderful speaker with us. Apart from me, we have Mr. Joshua sir, an expertise person in international business. He has himself got good name in international industry, business industry, as well as Indian. So today this is an important topic and it is my favorite topic: global opportunities and international business. So I have mapped here roadmap. Today, I'll explain you the importance of why we need to go global, what are the opportunities, how we can set our parity possibility of enter in global market. It needs lots of research, lots of activity. See, Rome was not built in a day. Same like that, nothing will happen happen in a day or day or two. So we need to design some strategy. We need to design something by which we can get that acceleration on urgent basis or on a systematic level. So today I have designed one PPT for all of you. So I will explain you one by one what is the PPT. So first we need to consider what are the benefits, how we can get benefits market. So we need to arrange something. We need to do some research, cultures and worldwide consumer. We need to study about their culture because suppose you are working in India, you need to understand Indian market. But if you want to work entire, if you are trying to work entire globe, for that reason you should design entire global market. So how it can be possible within a short time? It can be possible because nothing is impossible. The word imperfect and possible. Same like that, if you design proper strategy one by one, I can research, how you can study that market. So that is a fantastic thing actually. You can learn a lot. Apart from that, you can learn a lot. So learning is important. Learning automatically will get, but first learn. Understand global market, understand global people, understand global business, make connection. Then first, very important is consider the benefit. Second, only expand if you are comfortable. Suppose you are not comfortable in Indian market, but if you want to go global, don't do that. First, establish your country. Then everything is possible. So only expand if you are comfortable. If you are successful in your current business, if you are stable, if you have a solid parameter, domestic marketing plan, you will be better to big expand. If you are already stressed about your existing business, don't go for global. First, establish in your country. That's it. Then third will be able to bring large order. Suppose I have single order, I can't go global. We need to have large market, large orders. Then only we need to go global. Third will be basically before deciding to expand, you need to have your plan. You need to have produce large number of things. Start slow. Don't go fast. So start slowly, slowly. That's it. And find the market for your product. First, understand which country is suitable for my market. Understand, research about it. Research a lot because without R&D you can't go. If you are going further, you will fail. So before that, make some R&D, make some business plan, make some strategy, design some opportunity. Then only you can. Then find market for your product. Utilize trade source. If you want to go globally, you can't go immediately and say I want to find a opportunity. For that, you need to have good connection with right people and right time. Now this is the right time to go global because everybody is struggling. So in that way, if you want to go further, you have to have a strategy, go immediately, go explore. Then next will be how do I choose the right market for my right plan or right expansion. You can expand, but you should have right market, right plan, right expansion strategy. This answer is different for every small businesses. Suppose I have a small business and I'm just thinking I want to go global. Don't go. But if you have marketing business plan or if you have that strategy, go immediately. Don't wait for time because time is more than money and time can't wait for anyone. That is the reason you have to go design it, execute it properly. So understand laws of that country. What are the laws? What are the IC code importance? What are the stamp duty, registration duties? Understand laws. Then what is the level of competition? Suppose let's say if you have a particular product and if you want to go for that product or that plan, for that you need to understand what is the type of market, what is the need of that product. Is there needy people or if they don't need it, why should I export? Instead of that, I go locally. So understand niche of market, understand people tendency, understand culture, as well as the people or then how is this market similar to my existing business or existing market? Suppose let's say if you want to go in UAE market, first understand Indian market because Indian and UAE the tendencies are little bit same. So USA mentality and Indian people mentality is quite different. So you need to understand people tendency also, study them. my existing market, what extra costs are involved. So what are the costs? Cost factor is very much important. Before understanding cost factor, if I want to go, don't run, don't rush. First understand cost factor also because your profit is also important. If you are going without profit, if you are going without any strategy, you fail. So don't do that. First understand, first research, do lots of R&D, do make lots of connection, discuss with people, attend webinars, join some trade show, join something where you can get exposure. So do that, then you will get that to know. Then what international marketing strategies are necessary for getting my business, my message? Suppose if you want to message out, if you want to shout out, don't do shout out before any plan. Shout out one if you have a proper plan or if you are a proper building any condition, do that. So what kind of benefits of global market? Suppose let's say I will go locally. Locally also I can learn a lot. I can learn a lot. But why global? Why our honorable Prime Minister has announced that announced that particular market, local for popular market? There is a certain reason we need. We need to understand what is the reason. We need to research. We need to study about that. First and very important benefit, we like export food. What are the export channels? Who are the people? How I can go to that people? How I can connect with them? So we like export food and services. With the right people, be willing to travel. If you are say like I want to go globally, but you are not ready to travel outside, it is not possible for you. Nowadays, digital world is there. You can do online, but after some time, you need to travel. So, be willing to travel. Use technology whenever possible. Don't go blindly. Use the technology more. If you have internet, if you have mobile connection, use that. If you have webinar access, use that. Use that. Because then only you can expose yourself. Because right now it's not possible. I can't go immediately to USA. Before that, you need to use this technology in your business as an use. Focus on relationship. Relationship building is very much important in anything, like business also, personal life also. So if you want to go up your business on a certain level, focus on relationship. Try to communicate with people. Try to interact with people. Try to interact with right people. That is the main thing. Ensure you will be paid for your exposure. Everything should be legal. Everything will be on a different level. Then only you can get ready for paperwork. सबसे important is very important thing and very achievable thing if you have paperwork. Without paperwork, if you are going, it will be illegal. So research about paperwork. What paperworks are necessary? Who are authority? Who are the senior people with whom I can get guidance or support? So get ready for your paperwork. Achieve success before moving on. So achieve on a certain level, then move on. Move to congruent market. Learn about your new customers, how you can interact, how you can communicate with them. Learn that what are the tools, how I can get how I can get. So research about that. Adjust your marketing plan. Then important question: is international marketing right for my business? Suppose if you are in a different business and if you are thinking about going global market, it's not possible. So first understand is my business or is my category international marketing rights for my business. So research about that. See, every coin has two sides, head and tail. Same like that. Here, cause of international marketing and cons of. So what are the pros? First and very important is increased revenue opportunity. You can get lots of exposure, you can get lots of benefits, lots of people, lots of new things, and lots of trusted customer you need to find out. So without trust or without any LC or anything, you can't go to this market. Ability to reach a wider target audience. You can get wider audience. Suppose if you are working in India, just an Indian market. So I then increase brand visibility. Brand yourself, brand your thing. Suppose you have a particular brand. I have a Skyla brand. So I need to brand it because without branding, people can't
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Audio.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible.
Different different yes, different regulations in different market. There are different things in different markets. So we need to understand area wise, location wise. Then only we can do that. But require lots of research. Without R&D, without research, you can't go. You can't do anything on a particular level. So research, try to innovate. Then new competition from hello. Can you hear me, sir? Hello.
Audible. Audible.
Oh, just a minute. I am not audible. Got one call. Extremely sorry, sir. So, cause of international market require lots of research. Then new competition from companies. There are lots of competitors. So you need to fight out with that competitor. You need to stand yourself on that level. Then only we can. So like everything has some challenges. Suppose I have opportunities. You have to face challenges also. Life also, business also. What are the challenges of international marketing? Lack of understanding of new market. There will be cultural differences. There will be language barriers. Suppose I want to make my business. Hello.
Uh,
Actually, I am getting some call. Extremely sorry, sir. Actually, I have informed people, but they are calling. I don't understand. Extremely sorry, sir. Hello.
Audible, ma'am.
Hello. Hi. Okay. So different performance data and metrics to consider. Varied marketing channels. Overcoming this barrier, you need to be strong. You need to be fruitful. Explore your own international marketing abilities. Wherein compliances, some compliances issues will be there. See, every country has each and every country has their own set parameters for that particular business law. So we need to tie up with business law agencies. If you don't have any resources, search on internet, Google it. Then you can get proper resources. How I can channel my market. So study about that. We can decrease purchasing power with international vendors also. There are the challenges. Ability to find out reliable partners. These are the important things where we can face some issues. सबसे important is cultural differences. If you can't, speak any other language, so you can't go. But if you have that sense of language, culture, you can't go. You can immediately go. No issue. So these are the challenges you can face. You have to face. But without risk, without challenges, you can't be successful. So be and aware about that challenges you have. So what is internet? We are talking about international marketing. But what is international marketing? What are the opportunities? How the market expands? So international marketing means creating marketing messages that are applicable in more than one country. Let's say I am focusing on 30 countries. So I know about international market. So particular level, particular laws will be different. The generally means diversifying yourself, content, your domestic marketing material as well as international. So when you think of international marketing, you should have your brain on that level. So you should have your strategy. You should have your, for example, let's say if you talk about small businesses. I have some textile company or I want to start with, but if you have a proper research plan, distributors, you can arrange some webinars for them, how we can educate your potential market people. They might can create a new website, or suppose if you are challenging or if you are challenging one particular partner, you can give them training, you can educate them, for example for your product. You can do that. You can appoint some stakeholders. You can tie up with some distributor material holders also. That way you can go further. That way you can. So, talking about my personal study, I have already researched about Peru market. I have already got research for 30 countries, and I have everything is documented and a report ready with me. And I have tied up with some business law companies in each and every country. So, talking about Peru market, now India and Peru, we have signed some MOU. So, we have got this information. General, this is from trusted source. General information, GDP, population, you need to categorize population
population, average inflation rate, public debts, international reserves, then GDP per capita. We need to understand these are the technicalities of that particular market, particular thing. So our research report, India trade relations. So what are the research reports? Research reports, without any report you can't go, because you need to have something documentation process. Now this is the research report from our side. So we have got some research of India and Peru market. We have also got Africa. Then we have Sri Lanka tied up with some countries for particular product. So in last decade, India's total trade with the world increased from US dollar 173.3 billion in 2004. So nowadays, each and every country wants to tie up with India because we have talent, we have market, and we have people. But we don't have that source. So we need to search about source. We need to research. So this is a personal report. Then Peru is commodity exporter. Peru country is contributing to commodity exporter, and among Peru's main items export to India include, for example, ores, snags, and natural and cultural pearls, precious. Semi-Peru India joint feasibility report is also there. So these are the some products where we can focus on that particular country, particular market. We have that report also. For Making India initiative, this is the best benefit. We can get an advantage. Suppose if you have strategy, manufacture it and export it. That's it. With particular research. So these are the India's perpetual trade agreements which we can study. FTA, APTA, PTA, GSTP, PTA agreement also. India Japan, or India Malaysia, India Nepal, India Singapore, Sri Lanka, Korea. CEPA we can use for Korea. Thailand is also good market. Then Malaysia, South India, then UAE also best market for some product. So I have got some product planning, like for which product, which is the best country, which is a suitable country for particular product. So that way we can work out. So this is our map. We need to understand major intermediate seaports. So we have finalized this thing. We have got report. We have categorized which are the best channel from where we can go further. So we need to approach right people with right strategy. Innovative opportunities are there. Some demographic countries out of we need to find out perception. What are the people tendency, people perception, discovery, pre-qualification, qualification, then solution design is also important, evaluation, then who is the decision maker, we need to tie up with proper decision maker, we need to have some negotiation ability. Without negotiation, we can't go further. Then how we can close that particular order or particular business. So that way we can work. Revenue generation is very much important. We need to recognize revenue also. We need to trust our team. This is our personal report. I will show you one more report. Sir, am I audible properly? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Okay. So this is our Peru report. Within 5 minutes, I will give this over to Joshua sir. Hello?
Yes.
Within 5 minutes, we will over to Joshua sir. Okay. So this is the country presentation of Peru market. There are lots of opportunities in Peru country. We have already got some reports. Country in front of Pacific Ocean. A city with tradition and future, lots of opportunities. GDP also good, and we can get good exposure in that country also. Recently, India has got good foreign investment here also we can discuss. So this is our personal report. We have got 400 plus new exported products, 25 new markets, then new trade agreements also we can sign. There are some products worldwide ranking. This is a report AUN export to the world. So we need to understand custom duty point also. International investment agreements, how we can tie up with that particular country. We need to have some contacts, connects, trade agreement in ports. So this is from my side, sir, and I think this is important. Nowadays we need to go like this. So we need to find out where we can go, how we can grab it. Yes. a minute. Please hold on. Now, according to me, conclusion of this webinar or conclusion from my side is that we need to expose ourselves. We need to expand ourselves on that level. For that, we need to have good strategy, good plan, and good research, market report, connection. These are the main things. So, thank you so much for giving us opportunity. Over to you, Joshua sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Prachi. Thank you for your presentation. Very impressive, and I do not have a PowerPoint, but I am.
No, it's okay, sir.
I'm going to try to share my experience, and I hope that it will be a useful webinar and session to all present here. So first of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Ayan Yadav, for principal of SMSMP Institute of Technology and Research, and I want to thank you for everyone who has joined here and giving me an opportunity to speak to you today here. My name is Joshua Christian. I am here in Florida, US. I'm born and brought up in Bombay. I came here a few years back. I have 3 companies here. I have 2 companies in India, in Mumbai. I am a business partner with Prachi, and also we are doing several things together. So Prachi has covered lots of different avenues of international market and business development. And there are few things that I will also kind of repeat, like to emphasize, and few things that I would like to share out of my experience. And last 5 or 7 minutes, I would like to open the floor for questions. If anybody would like to have any question for me. The most important thing in international business, as Prachi rightly said, is a relationship. This session of mine, I would like to focus on 2 aspects of international business, which is relationship and value system. Now, it's very important that who and what you are made up of, because that is what actually is going to carry you further, and how you maintain and build new relationships with people around you, those who come alongside with you in your business, in your personal life, and that's going to open many doors for you. But before I go there, I will like to also emphasize another very strong word, which is vision. I'm a Christian person, and in the Word of God in Bible, it says, without vision, people perish or they are destroyed. So if a person doesn't have a vision to grow, or a person doesn't understand that if they're having no vision to grow, to proceed, grow, or develop himself, or he doesn't have a target in his mind, that will be very difficult for a person to grow in any aspect of life. So it's very important. Like right now, I hope I'm talking to engineering students and aspirant businessmen, and very important that we should have a target, a goal. So since our schooling days, our teachers tell us that aim for 99%, at least you will get 80%. So that is, we hear every time in the school. And this is the importance of having a vision for your business, individually what you want to achieve down the line, 5 years for yourself. You want to have your own house, you want to have your own car, you want to have your own X amount of money in your account, but you also want the other side of vision, what you want to feel when you reach there. Very important that you want to feel happy, you want to feel joyful, you want to feel satisfied, or you want to feel the achievement. So all those things you have to sit, look in the mirror, talk to yourself, and develop a very clear vision what you want to achieve with yourself, with your life down the line, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and so on. So every one of us clearly understand that every business is supply and demand. So when you have supply and you look for demand, and there is this international market, because of the digital technology so open, that actually you are exposed to the global supply, and you're also exposed to the global demands. So one of the things that I serve the company is called the Blue Ocean. Blue Ocean marketing is the marketing that actually you create a market where there is no market. You create a demand where there is no demand. because right now everywhere everyone wants to start an Amazon channel, be facilitated on Amazon channels and earn quick money, or make a TikTok video, create money. But if
10 से
that
प्रेजेंटेशन
satisfies
नहीं
you,
है, 10
it's
से
okay.
कट के ऐसे
If
बोलने
it's
का।
if that is your
बस
vision,
सेकंड
it's
तो
okay.
करेंगे।
But if you want to accomplish something bigger, something greater, you need to understand what I am, who I am, what I can offer to you, what products I have. The product can be yourself. You can be a product. Prachi is a tremendous product. Has a several, I can go on talking about her. So she herself is a great asset. So you can be an asset. So how are you going to market yourself, or how are you going to sell yourself? So you look for a market. Suppose if there is no market,
मास्क
you
करून
create
बरोबर
one.
काढून
So that is the blue ocean technology that I
नाही
use
काहीच नको
to talk
करायला
to
हँग
people
झालं
and create
तर
different
काहीच
market.
नको करायला
So
म्हणलं
once you
हँग झालं तर
understand what I
कसं
have,
काय.
what I can offer to the companies, what I can offer to the world, it's very easy to look for a market. Again, if you don't have anything, you say, I don't have anything. जर तुम्हाला असं वाटत असेल की माझ्याजवळ काहीच नाही, माझ्याकडे पैसे नाही आहे, माझ्याकडे टॅलेंट नाही आहे, मला बोलायला पब्लिक कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स नाही आहेत माझ्याकडे, किंवा माझ्याकडे काहीच ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी नाही आहे, तर एकच गोष्ट मी तुम्हाला सांगू शकतो की तुम्ही खोटं बोलताय, किंवा तुमचे जे विचार आहेत ते बरोबर नाही. Because God has gifted everyone has opportunity. You just have to open your eyes and see there is opportunity close to you. Within you have to just understand and learn about this. So once you realize that, now you look for the market. If you don't have any opportunity within you, look outside you, your friends, your relatives, your family members. So you look for something that you can sell or manufacture or even invent. So you are a technological students, technical students. Uh, you know, you can really use your brain more than myself, and invent something which is new. And I don't have to tell you, Indians are actually very smart all over the world. People love Indians because they're very smart and they invented so many things. So you can also think of inventing things, and there are several companies, several organizations online who can actually finance you. And there are startup business finance, people from Japan, people from Singapore. I recently
असंच
started,
बोलतात तुम्ही
last
तिथं
week
कसं
I
बोलताय
started a
इंटेन्सिटी
financial
दाखवून
company, and my target is to finance
असंच बोला की
new startups and also
On behalf
ongoing
of
business in nursing,
SMSMPITR
like
Akluj,
international
I,
nursing.
Professor
So
Ranjani
the
AP,
market is open, opportunity is there,
wants to
and because of
thank
especially the
to the
season
end
that
of
we
this
are in,
webinar.
because of COVID, everyone
Myself,
is
Professor Archana
forced to be
Sandane, on
online.
behalf of
So the
Sahakar Maharishi
market
Shankara
online has
Namaste
grown
Patil
significantly.
Institute of
So
Technology
right
and
now,
Research,
people,
Shankar
a
Nagar Akluj.
housewife, she
Thanks to
can
our
talk
today's
about
speaker Prachi ma'am
going
and Mr.
on
Joshi
internet or
Christian
looking
sir
at
for
Amazon
giving
or looking at the
valuable
website to buy
information
something.
about
Now
global
she is forced to
relations
do
and
that because of
opportunities.
lockdowns.
I extend my thanks to our
But
respected
that opens
principal
a
Dr.
whole
I.N.
new
Yadav
area
for
of
allowing
space
us
for us,
to conduct this
where
webinar. I
you are
also
now
thanks
we
our
understand the
Electronics and
digital platform,
Telecommunication
you
Engineering
understand the
Department HOD Dr.
work.
Siddhartha sir
So
for
you
their
need to have
valuable
these
guidance.
skills
I am
as
very
it
glad
is
and thankful to
available.
all the
Few things
participants
that
for
I
their
learned in my
valuable
life,
presence
and
and
my dad
support, which is
always
highly
talked about this.
appreciated.
He
Thank
always
you
said,
all and
always
hoping the
work
response
local,
from all of
but
you
think
for
global.
future webinar. Stay
Work
home,
local,
be
think
safe,
global.
and here
So
I conclude this webinar.
always
Thank you
what
very
is
much.
there in your hand is important. Don't be a daydreamer. Be a dreamer, but don't be a daydreamer. So whatever is your hand right now is so important. If you do that successfully, I am very sure, I can guarantee you with my experience, people will come looking for, because you provide quality work, you provide good work, you provide good services. Companies will come, people will come. So do not only, be discouraged that do not have any opportunities. What is in your hand is your opportunity. Also, do not underestimate the small beginning.
ते डिस्टर्ब होते सारखं
You
पाच
can
पाच
begin
मिनिटाला
very
कोणीतरी
small with a
ॲडमिट कुणीतरी
handmade shop, or
अनम्यूट
maybe in your
करतंय
own
कुणाचं काय
house, in
चाललंय
your
ते कासं
on your
सरांच्या दिवशी
desktop
प्रेझेंट
level.
करायला लागले बरं झालं म्हणजे
So
संपत
that is
आलं
small, but it
म्हणून
does not tells you that you are not going to earn a big. You will not grow. You will certainly grow if you
समजावून
keep
म्हणून
doing what you're doing.
ठेवलं
Faithful, remain humble, and be
ते त्याला
teachable. Always
ते
be
नाही तर नाही
open to learn, no matter if it's from a small child. Be open to learn, and integrity and honesty will take you long way. So Many people like to cheat, or many people like to do stuff to gain quick money, but that is very short, for a short time. I will like to say, God has kept all the things to Himself, especially the success. And when you want to go closer to God, you need to be like Him. In a way, you need to change the character. So again, my dad, he always taught me one thing. Your gift and your talent will take you before the king, but your character will keep you there. So it's very important to develop the character in order to reach your, accomplish your dreams and visions, because that is what is your power. That is what you have, what you are. Whatever, no matter whatever business you do, if you don't do without integrity, if you do without faithfulness, if you try to cut shortcuts, or if you are not honest and genuine in what you're doing, you might earn good money locally for some time, but you will not sustain that. You will not remain there. So to leave a legacy, to live a real successful life, it's not only important to gain the exterior materials like money or house or cars, but it's only important that who you are inside, and that is what actually it's going to help you to grow. I would like to emphasize once again on partnership and value system. So very important, develop good partners wherever you are. Maybe a small, I started selling omelets on the street, and even Prachi doesn't know. So Mumbai मध्ये रस्त्यावर omelet विकून मी सुरुवात केली आहे. So if you are faithful to sell omelets, you know how much is egg is costing, you know how much onion cost, you know how much gas cost. So you stand there all day and you sell one omelette for 5 rupees, and then you get 1 rupee and no customers, and you go on. So now, I started working when I was 8 years old. So that is the power when you start small, start running, grow from there. And learn right now. If you don't have an opportunity, go work for an international company, multinational company, and learn. Try to learn their mindset, try to learn their thought process, the work style. How they work, what is the thought process behind them, how they are operating, how they are managing, organizing their company, and so on and so forth. And I will request Vidati said, if you can just hint me before I finish my time. I hope I don't do that too. And also, very important that thing that worked for me was doing a case study. Always research on case studies in whatever industry you are trying to grow or trying to go international. So once you do case study, that will help you to avoid so many mistakes which others have done, and when you do those case study will actually save you a lot of money. So I always like to read about life who have who have been in the market, financial markets, so that I can learn from their experience and also do not do the mistakes that they did. So there are 5 things that I would like to share with you, and Prachi very well have touched on those points already. But I would like to share these things with you. Is always focus on building credibility with your global partners. Very very important that if you are trying to go global, important that you create a credibility, a rapport, a image with them, who are your partners internationally. Because the rapport that you build, the credibility that you build is going to help them to trust you and also to do business with you. The second thing is to set up right expectation so you can follow through, and very important, do not assume, never assume. So when you set up a right expectation with your client, with your partner, for example, if you can't deliver something on time, let them know that you cannot deliver. Don't overcommit and underperform. Always, undercommit and overperform. So that will always go wrong. So once you make that an habit, you will always have a very strong credibility when you do compete internationally. So listen to global customers and adapt to your offering accordingly. So whatever market you are targeting, whatever country you are working, always try to listen to different media, internet, and other things, and try to understand the customer's behavior and how you can adapt to what you're doing. Right. And fourth thing, share knowledge, and that will help with your partner, that will help you to succeed. So, very important. As you grow, Bill Gates, he said, Bill Gates, the founder and chairman of Microsoft, he said, I become rich because I make people surrounding rich. So I become rich because I make people who surrounds me rich. So his focus was, how can I make people surrounding me who make me rich? And then he became rich. So as you grow, very important that you try to invest, like we are doing here today. Try to invest your knowledge and experience in someone who really right now requires to grow, or someone who likes to launch into international market, or even business or startup. So we are very open, we are very much available, and Prachi is available, and we will be very much happy to offer whatever help we can to launch you, and you can reach out to us and let us know how we can help you, and we are open for that. And the fifth and the last thing that I want to share is trust building, long-term interest, and business relationship. So building trust again goes hand in hand in developing business relationship. So those are the 5 things that I think are very important to develop a business internationally. Of course, there are several documentations, and as Prachi has mentioned too, and also there are several things that we have to be aware ourselves about the government regulations, laws, the permissions and certifications that we have to apply. So one thing, before you even start, you need to count the cost. Don't jump into something which is beyond yourself, bigger than you. I'm not discouraging you, but just sit down and count the cost, what it is going to take for you to launch internationally or even launch a business. If you don't count cost, there is a tragedy waiting for you. If you count cost, very, very open, very, very transparently, be transparent to yourself. This is what I have, this is what I don't have, this is what I can do, this is what I can do. If you have those things very truthful to yourself, chances are that you will succeed in whatever you're doing. So very important, count the cost, what you're trying to do before you even launch, and then have a clear vision. Before I finish, I will open the floor for question. Very, very clear vision. Without vision, men perish. Remember that. Don't ever forget that. Without vision, men perish. So if you don't have a vision, you just want to do something to earn money. Tomorrow you will have money, but you won't have the satisfaction, or you won't have you will not enjoy your life. So you don't only have a vision for your practical, materialistic things like house and cars and all those stuff, but you also have a vision like, after I have this, I want to feel like this. I want to have this. I want to have joy. I want to put my family together. So you have both balance in your life, and always remember, family is always first. No matter how much money you want, family is always first. The managing director of Coca-Cola, he once came on the stage, and he took 2 balls. One was of a rubber ball and one was of a glass ball. And he dropped the rubber ball, and the rubber ball bounced him. And he said, this is business. And he took the glass ball and he dropped, and the glass ball broke. And he said, this is family. So you can get business back, but you cannot get family back. So very important to have partnership, like good value system, and also have a very strong vision of what you are trying to achieve. And then all the things will fall in place. Have faith in God. God will give you grace, and God will support you very strongly if you just keep your heart clean, your mind right, intentions right, and provide good service local. Prepare good omelette very well. We started doing that. My brother and I started preparing good omelets, and people used to come. It's a Changla omelette. It is omelette. But our business grew from selling an omelette to coming to US. So God exalts. When you are truthful, God will exalt you. So with saying that, I would like to open the floor for questions, and if you have any questions, Prachi, I believe Prachi also will be available to answer.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, is that
If-
the sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any question from audience side? You can ask Joshua sir. Please ask. Hello?
Okay, yeah, I would like to share. Every country has their own, and every state of every country has their own vendors registration. So the easiest way and the fastest way to get government contracts is to register yourself to the state vendors list. So if you have a company, if you are a manufacturer, if you have something that you are trying to supply, make sure that first thing that you can do in order to receive government contracts, if you are looking to do that, go to the websites, look for the vendors registration for the state of Maharashtra or Goa or other states in India. And when you register yourself, any tenders that come out will be sent to you first. And when you're not able to supply, then it's open for. So that is a very easiest way to get tenders. Even in US, we do the same thing. Right now, I have my business partners in 8 different countries: in US, Colombia, Norway, Australia, in Dubai, Qatar, and few other countries, Singapore and Malaysia. So we always develop a very strong network, and through the network we always get more business. And this is all very basic things, but this is very important principles that you have to develop yourself. So if you're struggling, most of us are struggling because of communication skills. I will like to tell you one thing, like it's not important how good you can speak English or Hindi or Marathi. It's important that you can communicate. If person can understand you and you're able to communicate, that is all that is required. So be confident. We know that there are thousands and millions of people in the world that do not have the opportunity that you have. Right now you're sitting in the front of computer, right now you're sitting in front of your mobile phones. Thousands and millions of people in the world, they do not have this opportunity. The school that you studied in, the technical school that you're right now studying, they never got a chance. So you're already ahead in the race. You're so much privileged. So you have to make sure that you use this opportunity. Do not think or focus on what you don't have, but think and focus what we do have, and then you grow from there. It's always easy to complain, माझ्याकडे हे नाहीये, माझ्याकडे ते नाही आहे, त्याच्याकडे हे आहे, तिच्याकडे आहे, म्हणून ती मोठी झाली, तिचा कॉन्टॅक्ट आहे, यांचा कॉन्टॅक्ट आहे. It's very easy to say that, but very difficult people face when they don't realize that whatever they have, they can use it and grow from it. So everybody has something. Everybody has something. So I will encourage you, focus what you have a dream, have a vision of what you want to be down the line 5 years, and God will bring connections, God will bring network, God will bring people along in your life who will help you. And be genuine, be very honest in what you're doing. Don't try to cheat, don't try to use shortcuts, because you will not go more than 1 or 2 years, maybe 5 years, but beyond that you will not succeed. So that is my advice and my suggestion as a friend to you. Again, we are very much open to help you. If you're looking to launch something, you have a business, if you want to launch Prachi and myself, we are very much open to launch you in other countries wherever we have our business. And please reach out to us, and we'll be very much interested to know what you're trying to do and how we can help you or partner with you. And even if you have some manufacturing units, if you are already into business, we also are working in financing. So Prachi and me, we are also working in financing. So we can finance your projects if required. So please reach out to us, and it is a great opportunity for us to grow. And again, before I finish, I would like to ask if anybody has any questions about anything in your industry. I'll be glad to answer. If not, I will like to finish my session.
Sir, are you there? Vidya sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
I have one question,
Personally,
sir.
for
Uh,
huh,
Joshua, sir, I have one question. So, how we are able to go globally? Are there any platforms to sell our technical products to the global?
Basically, if you see, there are thousands of websites, but most popularly that everyone heard about, Fiverr is one, Upwork is one, the freelancer.com. Those are the websites that you can use to sell the individual services. And there are, depending upon the product that you have, there are always online markets that is available. So one of the Indian market that is India Mart. India Mart, if you have something related to hardware, anything actually, anything sells on India Mart. Most of the time when some buyers from US, they try to search product, they will always try to search on Alibaba. That is one. They will always try to search from local markets, like India Mart is in India, in Alibaba is in China, and so Alibaba has already in every nation. So those are the websites that you like to target, and very important that it's very easy and not difficult to search the websites to sell your product, and those are the platforms that you can use to start with. And then there are business communities and business community, business owner networks. So you want to target networks, those who actually sell your products. So if you are a manufacturer of say gloves, and I am a manufacturer of masks, so I know those two are medical things. So we always can cross sell each other products. So first thing, you look for website, online platforms, and then you look for networks of businesses which to cross sell. That's my recommendation.
Okay, sir. Thank
very
you.
well said, sir. Thank you so much, Joshua, sir, and
Thank you, sir.
nice presentation.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
So
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So here we come to the end of this webinar. Myself, Professor Archana Zanzane, on behalf of Sahakar Maharshi Shankara Mohite Patil Institute of Technology and Research, Shankarnagar, Akluj. Thanks to our today's speaker, Pachi ma'am and Mr. Joshua Christian sir for giving valuable information about global relations and opportunity. I extend my thanks to our respected principal, Dr. Aryan Yadav sir, for allowing us to conduct this webinar. I also thank our Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Department HOD, Professor Vidate sir, for their valuable guidance. I am very glad and thankful to all the participants for their valuable presence, which is thank you all and hoping such a response for all of you for future webinar. Stay safe and hence I conclude this webinar. Thank you very much. Feedback link will be shared shortly.
Thanks
Okay,
to
thank you.
all mentors for
Uh,
that work.
okay, but here we'll take some photos of this session. So
Okay.
please turn on your camera. Turn on camera. All participants, please turn on camera. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks
Guys
a
are
lot, sir.
ahead for this great session.
Yes. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maharashtra.
Okay, bye.
बंद केली की सगळेच बंद होते बघा. अयो लयच चुकले.
फास्ट नाही ना झालं.
नाही चांगलं झालं, छान झालं.